Hey guys, Gemma from ASD Rocks, talking to you today again about mental health. So I woke up today not feeling great, and I've been having a lot of chats with a lot of people lately who have been asking me a fair bit about things like anxiety, depression, medications, and I think it's really important and a good time to address it, because the world of mental health it's not this stable, I'm depressed all the time, I have anxiety all the time, it's far more like this roller coaster of, days that you have no idea that it's going to creep up on you. The worst kind, the kind that I hate the most, is the anxiety that comes on you before you wake up, because it's like you don't even have a chance. It's like life isn't giving you a chance to even have a good day, because you get this massive anxiety panic attack and you're not even awake yet, and it wakes you up. And it just sets the day up. Why? Sometimes there are triggers with my PTSD. I've had a number of significant events that have happened in my life, including a very significant sexual assault, which creates huge PTSD in me. If anyone comes up or jumps up from behind me, or if something unexpected happens to me, it will trigger me into this fight or flight. Actually, it's just flight, to be honest, mode. And the state of arousal, the state of adrenaline used to take days to weeks to get down. Now that, that occurred, it's got to be 7 years ago, maybe more. So now it usually will take the evening, and by the next day I'm pretty okay, and I'm no longer hiding underneath tables when it happens. I get a fright, I'm very jumpy for the rest of the night, but I'm way better than I used to be. So I wanted to discuss the concept of the fact that, people with mental health issues they're not sitting there flat with, oh, well, I have depression, I have anxiety, I have this, and then I'm going to get medication, and then that's going to bring me to here, and I'm going to spend my time like this. Doesn't work like that, okay? So what happens is, for the majority, people with that have anxiety, depression, PTSD, whatever it happens to be, a huge number. There's so many. Mental health is such a massive bubble to talk about, but for me, I know that it's far more like a roller coaster. Now, I've been on anti-anxiety medication since Bo was born. I started off on Lexapro. I was on that for probably about 10 years before I changed over to duloxetine. Now, I want to explain to you that, number one, when you go on an anti-anxiety, antidepressant, please don't expect that it's going to take away any of your problems. It does not, right? Life is still life. And you will still have those ups and you will still have those downs. What I found was that and also it takes quite a long time for those to kick in, like a good month. So once you start taking those anti-anxieties, those antidepressants, it takes about a month before it slowly creeps up onto you, and your body adjusts, helping you create either the dopamine that you need, or the serotonin, or whatever it is that you're having trouble with. So what happens is, whereas before you might be sort of, if we take the bottom of the screen and the top of the screen, and you know, your days can go up, you know, and up here for a couple of days and then down here, and sometimes you're in the middle and then sometimes you're up. What I've found is that, you know, you still have these ups and downs, but they're just, you know, the peaks and the troughs are just sort of taken off. So you're still having these ups and downs days. So I just don't want anybody to think that medication is a cure for any of it. It's not. It's not like you go on the medication and then you're capable of just doing what you weren't capable of doing before. Life is still exactly the same. If you have a kid with a disability, they're going to be exactly the same. The challenges are going to be exactly the same. The paperwork is going to be exactly the same. It just, when you're in that, like, you know, I'm up and I'm dressed, and quite frankly, that's only because I've got an appointment in, I don't know, a little while, and I decided to do a video at home as opposed to on the road, because Bo's just gone for sports physiology, and Finn is hiding out in the office playing on the computer. So they have a student-free day, and I have been lying in bed all day, just miserable, absolutely miserable, close to tears. Is it because I had such an amazing weekend? You know, is it because I worked so damn hard over the weekend to get something happen? Is there an anticlimax? Is it because I'm now exhausted from that? You know what? In truth, finding a reason isn't even going to help. I am how I am. I'm miserable today. I would normally cancel all of my appointments, but this has already been pushed 2 weeks. I will see my therapist on Thursday, and I will talk to him about all the things. But the important thing to know is nothing's happened. You know, nothing's happened to that I can say to you, bang, this is why I feel like this. I woke up, I wanted to cry, and I've wanted to cry all day. There's no trigger necessarily, you know, for these things. Hormonal, not hormonal, female, male, you know, we have to stop looking at why. You know, why am I feeling this way? Why? How do I fix it? And we have to just start saying, okay, I feel like this. I don't think I'm capable of getting out of bed today. Finn brought me a cup of tea. I had my... Sorry, baby. I was just showing the people that when I press the button that you come, thank you, and thank you for bringing me my tea. Hey, they got me that, by the way. For those of you that are not aware, before you think I'm some kind of slave driver, the boys bought me this.
Help me.
What?
Help me.
You're the idiot. The boys bought me this for Mother's Day. I was very confused by their gift of servitude, but it bloody works, and it's been working for 2 years now, hasn't it?
Yeah, and I regretted it.
Well, that's a really good life lesson that I did not have to provide.
Don't get people things that are useful.
That are useful.
That's what I learned.
Well, then I won't be getting you anything more for your scuba diving. Uh-huh. Come on, back chat boy. Anyway, I was just talking to everyone about mental health. You know I have mental health problems, right?
Yes.
You didn't have to quite say it that quickly. You know, I think actually it is, let's take this seriously for 1 second, because there are a lot of people out there that have massive mental health issues.
Yeah.
how do you feel about me having mental health problems? Am I less of a person to you? Like, less of a mum, or do you judge me at all?
No.
Like, when I don't get out of bed for a while, do you get, like, how does that make you feel?
Don't mind. You do what you want to do. You're happy.
I'm happy. I'm not happy. That's why I'm in bed, you idiot. But you don't think any worse of me. You just, and I always tell you what's going on. I think that it's probably quite important. If I didn't tell you what was happening, I don't know how many parents communicate with their kids about their emotional status or mental status. If you didn't know, if I didn't talk to you and tell you that I'm not having a good day today, or would you be like, what's her deal kind of thing? Do you think it's better for me to talk to you about it than not?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I say you're like grumpy and say you snap, and I'm like, I don't know what I did. Why are you angry?
Yeah.
I don't have any reason, and it just kind of.
Yeah. And then you understand. But, that's the reverse is true too. Like, you go through moods, and like the other day you had a bit of a mood and I lost my shit with you. And I was like, just piss off. And then you came back and you were like, you know what, I'm just feeling like you communicated with me. And once you communicated with me, I was like, oh, now I know what's going on. I can't help you. I can't fix it. I can't make it go away. I can't this, but I understand. And that, I think, for me, is the easiest to just sort of go, I'm just having one of those days. Even if you don't know what one of those days means or what it is. I have a lot more days than you do. Anyway, so thank you. Appreciate it that you don't, judge me.
Yeah.
Does it make you feel more confident about talking to me about you?
Yeah.
Because you think I might understand it or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. And is there anything that you wouldn't, or any reason why you wouldn't tell me if you were struggling? And if I stopped, like if I tried to hide it from you, do you think it would work?
No, because I always find out.
How?
Like that one time you were crying and then I walked in the room and I found you.
Okay, I was crying. You walked in a room and found me crying. Fair enough. Yes, but like there are lots of mental health days where you're not crying, but inside you're like, do you think I could hide it from you?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think I can. And I know that because you come in and you see me and it's like the minute he looks at me, he goes, what's wrong? I'm like, nothing. Everything. Like, what? And he goes, I know you. What's wrong? You're just a freak like that. And it's hard actually when your kids start getting to that age where, as a parent, you want to hide it from them. You want to protect them from it and all that sort of stuff. And
but
then
they're smart.
Yeah, I don't know where you got that from. Residual bow genes. Come, I have to go.
Oh my arm.
Your arm. And will you ever get out of this dressing gown? I have a lot of people thinking that you actually don't have any other clothes. and that you just live only in this dressing gown.
It's my choice.
It is your choice, that is, and I allow you to exercise your choice. I do ensure that it is washed, but yeah, you do like to live in your dressing gown on your days off. All right, well, didn't go the way I thought it would, but anyway, ASD rocks. Mental health sucks. Drugs are not a cure. They are a helper. Not those kinds of drugs, like medication. Medication, I should change my language. Medication is not a cure. It doesn't fix it, because day and life just works the way it does. It keeps going. It just makes it that little bit easier to get out of bed and do the work that needs to be done. It just takes the edge off, but it is still painful. It is still life. All right, I gotta go. You're gonna stay here?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you want me to bring you fried rice?
Oh, I nearly did it. Well, who did it?
Nothing. I'm not gonna say it. I didn't do it. Because I'm going past Noodle Canteen on the way back, opposite Nittigans, that I can bring back for dinner. I know you're not hungry now, but if you could just look forward like 2 hours, is fried rice something that you don't have to eat it when I bring it home, but later would you like fried rice? Because I'll get a nasi goreng. No, you're not feeling the fried rice thing. What are you feeling? Because okay, we'll do this now.